Yeah, where's my championship belt?
Welcome to the MadLab. We're back after UFC 300. Great card.
Good card.
Give an honest 1 to 10 on your expectations before the card and to what actually delivered.
Expectations were 8.5 to 9.
And then how about what was delivered?
Before the last 3 fights,
Before the last
it was like 6.5.
Yeah, I'll give it that.
6.5.
Yeah.
And the Holloway fight put it up to like a 9.5. It's never going to be a 10 because there's always room for improvement.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though, really, I've been saying this. Everybody's like, oh, my God, and it was. But, Holloway had his way the entire fight.
It wasn't a good fight.
It wasn't. And people were like, that Holloway fight. Like, don't say that Holloway fight.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the ending of the Holloway
fight.
Because,
he owned every round but one.
Okay, this is what I expected with that fight. I expected a Gaethje-Chandler kind of fight.
Yeah.
Remember that fight?
No, I didn't, though.
You didn't?
No, because I said there's my
you were
thing
on
was,
Max all week.
Max there was no way he was going to get to him. You got to get to him.
Yeah.
Chandler's a good striker, but he's a guy who's going to go into the pocket and he's going to sling with you. That's exactly. I just didn't see it when people were everybody was on Gaethje, dude.
I know.
I mean, there was a couple. Congratulations to the few outlets I did see that did have him. But everybody was on Gaethje, and I
don't blame him. I get it.
I didn't get it, dude.
I do.
I
wasn't.
The only way that, first of all, this is the two things that really crossed me over. And this is honestly how deep you got to go sometimes. A lot of people predicated this off he was going to get bullied in there because of what happened with Poirier.
Yeah, and that was a quick.
But so what I did was I went back and I watched the weigh-ins from the Poirier fight.
Yeah.
He was flabby. He was skinny fat.
Yeah.
Then you compare that to his body index to now.
He looked perfect.
Completely different human.
Yeah.
So I took that into account. Then people say he didn't have punching power, which is ludicrous because he does it all volume. Volume also accumulates to knocking people out. And then when you look at if you go on stats, if you look at the stats, bro, like Gaethje's longest run was 149, 149 significant strikes. Bro, this guy's got over 400, 290, 300. Like, there was no way unless he decided to do what he did those last 10 seconds for the whole fight that he was going to lose that fight.
And he hurt him a bunch of times.
Yeah, it was and people are blaming it on the kick. He broke his nose. That's why he lost the fight. People.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
You're in a fight. You got your nose broken. So what? That's part of the...
That was the first bet that we put in. As soon as that line came out, I was like,
I know. He bet him early.
Dude, this is it. So that was good. But I'd say a 9, 8.5 to 9 it ended. What do you think?
It was good. Yeah, it was good. It was good. I'll give it an 8.
An 8.
I'll give it an 8.
I think 8's better. I think I'm jumping aboard with 9.
I'll give it an 8. I liked seeing Kayla Harrison dominate. Because I knew she would.
Yeah.
I know you were a little like, we'll see. I just had this feeling, bro. I think
it was the weight cut, bro. That was what bothered me.
I think she's going to be champ not too long from now. They're going to push her. Just like we did with Pereira, they're going to push her right up,
You
bro.
hear who they're trying to set up with her now, right?
With Nunez, right?
Bro, she comes out of retirement. That's going to be a big selling fight.
Huge.
That selling fight. Your call here was good with Divas and Figueiredo submission. You called that.
I should have fucking bet that too, man. I had a feeling he was going to.
When you get a call like that, I got to start putting one of your bets in the bet.
I said I think he's going to,
because that would have been the one you would have put in.
I said I think he's going to sub him, not knock him out. And he did.
So we were on the right side of that. Jim Miller, obviously, you guys, dude, we're big Jim Miller guys. I know him well.
Pummeled.
But there was no way he was winning that fight.
I got to tell you, man, I love watching Bobby Green fight.
He's great.
I love the way he fights. Yeah, he's great.
I think that was the first time I picked against Jim Miller in a long time.
Yeah,
you had to, though. I hate to say it, but we even had bets on Bobby Green.
Yeah, you had to.
One fight that we got wrong was Andrade and Rodriguez.
Can we just make a rule to never bet against Andrade?
Yeah, there's certain fighters you should never bet against.
That's a girl you never bet against.
Yeah, you should never bet against her.
You just can't.
You know what it is? I don't know. There's something about her.
Everything on paper here makes sense that Rodriguez is supposed to beat her. Stay away from her. Use the range. Way better boxer. Andrade is that different kind of, like, you even said it, Joe Frazier kind of.
That's what she's got, yeah.
Like, and that she just, you can't bet against her.
I couldn't believe it, dude. That first round, it seemed like every round she was picking her apart, and then she got hit with one bomb.
And then when she started taking her down, I mean, she's just tough, man.
Moicano and Turner.
And that was the other one to blemish.
Bro,
what a loser.
Was the only other, I mean, come on,
dude.
How do you not follow that up?
I mean, you're supposed to. All he had to do was jump down and do two hammer fist shots, and it was over. Two, boom, boom, done.
Thank God. You know what? I had a parlay with him, and I took him out.
Oh, man.
I took him out because I was like, you know what, bro? There's something about...
He deserved to lose.
Of course he did. He thought, I mean, the guy, what does he think? He's Mark Hunt with the walk-off knockout?
Dude,
never.
Moicano's post-fight speeches are the best these days.
Oh, dude, the best.
Yeah.
I love you, America.
Yeah. If you like politics, you motherfuckers. Like, it's like, what?
He's the best, dude. Like he tells you to read that book.
I can't afford to lose.
But, yeah, man, I don't know what happened with him there, but thank God, from a parlay perspective, we stayed away from it. Then we got the prelims. We had... Diego Lopez coming out for us. Dude.
How do you not love this kid?
I love him, dude.
Everybody loves him.
We
Dana
said
White really
he's
loves
got
him.
that Mexican bloodline, dude.
Dude, he's good. He's really good. Kayla.
Holly Holm and Kayla. Bro, this one we got to talk about for a minute.
Aljo?
Do you know that he was the only person that Saturday night that didn't get a post-fight speech?
Yeah, you know what? I didn't even realize that. Why'd that happen?
Because Dana was pissed that he didn't, like, show out for UFC 300. Bro, he got 8 takedowns. He bumped up a division. He completely destroyed Calvin Kattar.
Yeah,
he did what he needed to win the fight.
Yeah, maybe there wasn't that much damage done, but he neutralized any kind of offense. I've grown to appreciate him more and more. Dude, his wrestling and grappling is like such an elite level. Mm-hmm. Like, once he gets his hands around you, dude, he's...
I would love to thank the casuals out there for allowing us to go 10-1 betting Aljamain Sterling.
Every fight
we bet him, and every fight you guys, the casuals, bet against him and keep the line somewhat similar. Good for us.
Now, here's what I think was the fight of the night.
Keep betting against him, please. He's terrible. Bet against him.
I think Yuri Prochazka and Rakic was the fight of the night.
That was a good fight.
I know Holloway ended because of the ending, but just overall body of work fight of the night was the Prochazka and Rakic fight. Dude.
Bro, how did he take some of those shots, dude?
And Rakic was fighting perfect, bro, for 2 rounds or whatever. What was it? Did it end in the
second round?
Third or
second
round? And middle to end of the second, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Rakic was fighting
perfect. But he didn't, though, because he didn't, bro. The one thing I said that he was
wrestle, right?
Bro, if he would have just tied in a couple takedowns.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why he didn't do that.
The 300K.
The game plan was perfect. Yeah, maybe that. The calf kicks were perfect. I don't know how Yuri withstood those calf kicks because when Pereira, that just shows you how strong Pereira's calf kicks are.
We're going to wait till we get to that. I'm going to blow up a lot of people with that fight.
But this fight was awesome.
This fight was amazing. And I got to be honest with you. Listen, you know I don't like Yuri. You know I don't think he's a good fighter. But he earned every second of that fight, dude.
He did.
He earned every second of that fight.
He definitely earned more respect.
He got more respect from me.
Yeah, bro.
Just because, listen, I said he was a little chinny, which I still believe he is. But, bro, to come back from the depths of that, like he was getting...
Both legs.
Getting chipped on his legs.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a carbon copy again. I was like, dude, his legs. He doesn't know how to check kicks.
Me too.
So this is, Jamal Hill wants to fight him now.
Wants to fight Yuri?
Yeah, I think Yuri would destroy him, dude. I think Yuri would destroy him. I'm telling you, we're going to get to that. Main card, Bo Nickel, Brundage. Listen, we all knew Brundage was going to lose that fight, but the one bet that I told everybody to stay off of, I told everyone to stay off the over 1.5. I said that was the biggest trap bet, sucker bet of the night, and it turned out it was.
The under 1.5.
Under 1.5.
Yeah.
Everybody took under 1.5, tied it to parlays, and I was screaming from mountaintops in our Discord, in our chat, in our live stream. I said, everybody, stay away from this. You got 85% of the public taking this in some way, some shape, or some form. It's not going to come, and sure enough, it didn't. That's what smart betting is.
You know what I just don't like? I don't like how everybody's like ragging on Bo Nickel, like it was his decision to go on the main card of UFC. Like he had, like people were leading up to this fight. I can't believe he's on.
Well, it's not his fault.
I know, but it came like ragging on him. And,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like he did nothing wrong, dude.
No, he didn't do nothing
wrong. He's just going and fighting and trying to perform, and like everybody was like ragging on him about.
But he needs work, dude.
Of course he did. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't think he should have been on the main. He should have been. No,
I'm saying he needs work. I mean, he like in that first round against Brundage, like even Brundage at one point in time actually reversed position for a minute. Like,
yeah, we saw that.
He needs some work, but it's not his fault. You listen. If somebody comes up to you and says you have an option, I'm going to give you $5 or $20. I'm going to give me the $20.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like it's not his fault, but that one, bro. There's a part of me that's really happy that didn't come out because I was bragging about it all week saying, guys, I'm telling you right now, under 1.5 will not come out. It didn't come out. The outcome was proper.
Yep.
Olivier almost snatched up that sub, dude.
The first round one, yeah. The one at the Darce at the end, he was safe, but
No, but that was
that first one.
in.
You heard
Sarkewian talked about it.
What did he say?
He was on Errol Juani's show, and he asked me, he goes, how deep was that? He goes, it was very deep.
Yeah.
He's like, but I kept myself calm, and he's like, and I know how to figure out how to get out of there. I just had to kind of, stay calm. But he's a really good kid, dude.
What do you think happens if he fights Makhachev again? Because he'll probably fight him after the Poirier-Makhachev fight.
See,
He'll probably get him.
This is where I'd be stuck on this.
Look, Gaethje lost.
Yeah.
Holloway's not going to fight. Holloway's going to go back down. Poirier's fighting right now. Chandler's fighting McGregor. He's fighting Makhachev. He's fighting the winner of Makhachev-Poirier.
Yeah, but you're counting Poirier out already? You're counting him out of that fight?
No, I shouldn't say that.
I'm telling you right now, I'm that's a fight that like a couple months ago I'd be like, dude, Makhachev. That's a fight I got to really look into now.
Wow, you're a Makhachev guy. I didn't think you would say that.
Because
I think you'd say Makhachev all day.
If he keeps this standing, bro, he's gonna get.
You think Makhachev's gonna keep this standing?
Well, I'm saying, what if he tries to prove a point? But anyway, back to this.
Listen,
do I think
the way to beat Poirier is on the ground?
Yeah, I agree. But like if he knows he's fighting a guy that's going to take him down, how do we know that? He might not be smart this time and say, dude, I'm putting my hands down this entire camp. I'm working my wrestling. Yeah. Just my takedown. You don't know, Yep. And this is his last hurrah, dude. This is it.
This is his last title shot.
Sarukian, though,
he's good, man.
He's good, but Islam's got better too. They both got better. So I don't know, but
I think we'll give him a tough time though.
Oh, it's gonna be a great fight. I want to see that fight. Gaethje Holloway, we talked about that. We were all over him. Jan and Zhang.
You gotta give it to Weili, bro.
Oh, Weili, yeah. People are giving this Jan credit. Listen,
I give her credit. You're not giving her credit,
dude. She got beat 3 times in one fight. She got choked out in the first, out conscious.
I know that.
The fight should have been stopped in the second when she was flattened down. Then she beat her by decision. How many times do you want her to beat her?
Bro, but for her to turn it around in the third.
1 round, dude.
Yeah, but she had the momentum. And I was like, wow, this might turn the wrong way.
Because in the first round, Wiley gassed her arms out. She knew she had her. She knew she was going out. Your adrenaline's going. She put everything into that choke.
She gassed her arms out bad.
Big time.
Yeah, I know.
Then the second and third round. I mean, second round she got on top of her. She almost finished the fight. Third round is when she stood with her the whole round, and I was like, "What are you doing?"
Then she got smart again.
Started taking her down. But like, do I give her credit for continuously coming back like a zombie? Yeah, but if you really look at it, she got destroyed 3 times in that fight.
She lost 4 out of 5 rounds.
But she got finished twice.
I don't know. Maybe for some reason I saw it. I just showed a girl a lot tougher than I thought.
100%.
Maybe I should say it like that. She was much tougher opponent than I thought. Even though she lost 4 out of 5 rounds.
She had great cardio.
I thought she was gonna get waxed in there.
Yeah,
and she was tougher than I thought.
But technically she did. Technically she lost in the
If
first
you look
round.
at on paper, you're like, oh, she lost. If you didn't watch the fight and saw the
numbers,
numbers,
you're like, wow, it was a really close fight. But technically it should have been a first round submission.
Yeah, it should have been.
It really should have been.
She was out.
She was out cold.
Yeah, she was out.
So I give her credit though. Super tough. Stayed in there. Got her conscious back. Got brutalized for 2 rounds, came back in the third. But at the end of the day, like we said, this is a different class level, dude.
Yeah. Who does she fight next?
Who?
Weili. They're going to give Rose another. I mean, Rose already beat her twice.
Yeah, I mean, that division is so watered down, dude. I don't know.
And she's gone through the same people.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. They'll find somebody for her.
Of course they will.
There's people out there. And you got to remember, too, the reason why they made this fight with Jan was there was nobody else.
That's what I'm saying. So now who's
there was
left?
nobody else. They're like, who would just give her Jan? It's China versus China. It's UFC 300. It'll get them to watch more. By the way, the barber by Scott's Barbershop, his mother lives in Hawaii.
Oh, yeah?
She said when Max won, she wasn't watching. She didn't know what was going on. She's like, I thought it was World War III. She's like, the fireworks, everything, all the... Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Nuts, yeah.
I wish they would do a fight out there. They said there's no infrastructure to do it.
Yeah. So then the final fight of the night, I've tried to tell you guys for months, even you.
Yeah, I know.
Months and months and months and months and months and months that Jamal Hill is not a bust, but he's nothing like you guys actually thought he was. He's a average mixed martial artist. That's what he is. He's average. Going against a guy who is 1,000% world class.
I can't say anything.
He's world class.
Yeah. I can't say nothing, dude.
You know what I mean? Like, did he have Did he have an opportunity to possibly catch him and knock him out? Yes, absolutely, 1,000%. But anybody who rested their hat saying that this guy was a deserving champion, was a legitimate light heavyweight champion, has no idea what they're watching.
He's not going to lose until it's a sick grappler that comes along.
Well, did you hear what they're trying to do now? What he called for?
He called for heavyweight. Dana White said
3 weeks from now, Tom Aspinall.
there's no. I think Aspinall will take him to the ground over and over and over.
That's the fight I'm afraid of. I think Aspinall would be smart, take him down.
Of course, that's the path.
Ground him. That's the path.
You don't want to strike with this guy.
I don't want to see him do that because I think it'll ruin his legacy. I think he should. But then I don't know, because then what happens if he fights somebody in light heavyweight and gets caught? Izzy comes back, Izzy goes back up to 205, or somebody else comes in and beats him, and he gets caught, and then all of a sudden, okay, now it looks like it was a chess move to go to heavyweight. Like if he goes to heavyweight and it happens, he'd be the first triple champ, dude.
Dana White's not going to let him do it. He said he's going to make him wait a little bit, stay in the division. But who do you got coming up in the division that's even remotely close to this guy?
I mean, I thought like
you got that kid fighting Anthony Smith, Petrino.
Yeah, he's not ready for all that, dude. These guys aren't ready for him. I don't think anybody is. I think dude, I've been saying this.
You got the same guys. You got Blachowicz. You got
the only person that can beat him. The only person that can beat him, but it's not going to happen anymore, is another world-class striker, and that's Izzy. That's it, dude. There's nobody else that's going to beat this guy unless they really dedicate their craft to saying, listen, dude, this is what I'm taking this dude down, and I'm going to. Who else is going to beat him? Yeah. Dude, he's got, and another thing is the power. People talk about he's got the death touch and everything, and that's fine and good. It has nothing. It doesn't have to do with him generating power genetically and stuff like that. Yes, but you guys gotta understand it has a lot to do with technique, bro. Punch placement and stuff like that. Like it's all the way you deliver your shots. This guy's a master at delivering damage, dude.
He did not disappoint. That was awesome.
That was a great. You know why he did that?
Because he had his range.
He had something set up. He had something set up.
And he said, he's like, I had the range. I didn't want to go reset again.
So I hope we can all.
I never saw that before.
And he let him go.
Yeah,
he was just like,
That was awesome.
That was great. He didn't even give him a warning. He's like, all right, he just backed up. Bro, he's insane.
He was measuring him perfectly.
Can we agree now? Jamal Hill's not that good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I lose.
All right. So that was so we have a week off. The next one is Nicolau and Perez. That's actually a really good fight.
Yeah, good fight.
But this week we got boxing. Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. What do you think? I'll tell you the line. You know what the line is?
No.
It's -500 for Haney.
Wow.
Which I think is insane.
It's -500 because of how Garcia looked against Tank. That's why.
And I think
he looked fucking putrid against Tank.
And I think his mental state.
And his mental state, and
so
how can I even pick Garcia in any fashion here?
Yeah, but do you think it was like a little bit of an act?
A show? I don't know. When I saw him fight Tank, I was just like shocked. This is the kid.
He quit.
Dude, he looked horrible.
So this is the way I'm looking at it. I don't think the line is correct. I think it should be a little closer because at the end of the day, you do have two guys that fought each other.
That is a little crazy.
They fought each other 6 times.
In the amateurs?
And they're split 3-3.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So he won the first 3, and Haney won the last 3.
I didn't know that.
So they're 3-3 going.
All amateur?
Yeah. So they know each other.
Sparring or fighting?
No, fighting. In tournaments
wow, I didn't
when
know
they
that.
were kids.
I didn't know that.
So so they know each other. Like they were friends. They know each other.
They both don't have power.
Garcia has good power. That's what he's known for. That's all he has. He's not a good boxer. He's got power and speed.
Good power.
Haney don't got good power.
Yeah, I know Haney don't
have good power.
I think Garcia really.
Garcia's got a great left check. Yeah, dude. So, but that's really all he has. I shouldn't say that's all he has. But this is the way I look at it. It's almost like the road went. He won the first 3. Haney won the next 3. Now they're getting older. You got one kid who made millions and millions and millions of dollars on TikTok and YouTube, doing his speed drills, doing his boxing, while another guy was in the basement doing the grind. You know what I mean? Like just dedicating his life to boxing, dedicating his life to winning a world title, where this kid was still boxing, but he was more worried about in camp going, yo, take a picture of this or film this for my Instagram.
Sure.
So he was making he even said it. He goes, dude, if I want to quit boxing right now, I can quit boxing right now and I'll live comfortably for the rest of my life.
Kid's gorgeous.
Yeah, he's a great looking kid. He's this. Well,
he's beautiful.
They looked him at the second coming of Oscar De La Hoya. That's when Oscar got his
better
claws
looking than
on
De
him.
La Hoya.
He was definitely.
Listen, if I was going to go the other way.
But he's not smart. but he's not an intelligent kid, dude.
No, he don't seem too intelligent.
I mean, he is really immature and unintelligent. You know, he talks intelligent, like when he's in front of the camera, but some of the things that he does and the way he acts, like he went to the face-off with no shirt on and a book bag, and Haney pushed him, and he started talking all this trash. He was flexing, and I just see two different guys. I see one kid with a boatload of talent that let it slip by him, and I see another kid that didn't have a boatload of talent that said nobody's going to outwork me. So that's why I look at this fight. Buck, can Ryan Garcia catch him? 1,000%. He's got enough power to catch him. He's beat him. He knows his nuances. I just think that, hey, Haney's you're gonna see the work, the years of work that he put in over the years of work that Garcia put in, and I think Devin Haney's gonna just outclass him in there. But I say by decision, but I wouldn't be shocked if he goes to prove a point and try to knock him out. Because he quit once before, dude.
There's no way I could pick Garcia after the showing against Tank and all these.
I'm not picking Garcia.
And all these stupid things over the past couple months with this and that, and they were arrested and all. I just the mental thing.
Yeah,
there's no way. I
I
don't want to pick him.
Who?
I don't want to pick Haney. I don't like Haney.
I think he's better for the sport than I don't think Garcia is good for the sport, dude. I think that
I'm not a fan of either guy.
I'm not a fan of either guy either.
If I'm going to pick somebody, I'm going to pick Haney by decision.
But I just think Garcia is all over the place.
Are you going to do a full breakdown?
Yeah. I'm gonna do a full article in my at the MadLabMMA.com. So those of you guys who are the members, it's not gonna be a blank site. You'll have a breakdown in there. I'll give you a couple props if there's a wager that I like or a wager that's worth taking. I'll let you know. Speaking of wagers and stuff like that, we did good. We plus money. So I get a message from somebody on Twitter asking me a question about unit size. Right. So there was like apparently some kid put on his Twitter. Anyone who bets, he picked Jamal Hill. So he goes, anybody who bets Jamal Hill for Pereira, if you like this tweet, I'll bet $1. So apparently the tweet got like
$1 for every like?
Every like.
Who was it?
His name was Clint.
Clint what?
I don't know his last name.
No, I want to add him on Twitter.
I really
find
don't know.
it.
Clint, I'll find him.
Find it.
So he's got some podcast. Like I think he's got like a podcast, whatever. But
he's an MMA guy. Clint.
Yeah, Clint.
You heard that, Clint?
Clintonitis.
Clint.
Clint. Take the N away. Clint.
Yeah.
No.
Let's tag him in this.
So anyway, so he messaged me. He's like, "Do you know this guy?" And I was like, "No." And he sent me the thing. He's like, "If he lost this bet, should he count that towards his units?" And I said, of course. I mean, it's a bet. Of course. How does it work? So he's like, well, basically what happened was there was a site called Bet Openly. And he put like an open bet for 41-28-7 or whatever on Bet Openly. And me, you, Mackenzie, everybody who wants to take action on it apparently can go in and take action. You want to bet him 100, do 100. You want to do 500, do 500. And then what happens is once it fills up, it's filled up. So 50 people can have action on this 4,100. On his 4,100.
Oh, I never heard of this before.
Me neither. I've never even heard of it. So it's actually a pretty cool idea because we can come on here and be like, dude, like I would have did it with Aljo. I would have been like, I'll put 1,000 on Aljo. Anybody who wants action on it, come and get it. And they go on Bet Openly.
And then once 1,000 goes up,
they lock it.
Combination of 100, 500. Once it's 1,000, it's locked.
It's done, and then
they match whatever you match,
and they hold it in escrow.
That's pretty fucking
cool. And whoever
cool.
wins, they distribute it to
What's it called?
Bet Openly.
Dude, we should do that.
Right. So
thanks, Clint. I didn't know about this.
So then what happened was apparently he obviously lost the Jamal Hill bet. So he said to me, he's like, because he only made it that he lost like 6 units or 5 units or something like that. And I was like, well, that's not right. If he's $100 per unit, he should have he lost 40.1 units, like 40. He lost 40 units.
Yeah.
So this is what I mean, guys. When we talk about the unit thing, don't buy into that.
Maybe he did 10 cents a unit. He said $1.
Right, but what I'm saying is he put a 4,100 or 4,200, 43, whatever it was. It was in the 4,000s. I remember that. Let me see if I got the message still. I might have deleted it.
Was Jamal Hill one of his official bets?
I don't know.
Does he call bets out? Does he give a bet pack?
I guess so, yeah. But I don't know.
He's a guru?
He's another guru.
Is he a guru?
So apparently that's what he did. So I'm like, all right, wait a minute. So you're telling me that he actually bet the 40. First of all, I don't think that he bet it. I think that Bet openly gave him the money to get people to sign up. That's my personal opinion. If you guys, maybe you guys know who he is, and maybe he doesn't do that. I don't know. But personally, for me, I don't think anybody's going to put an open bet out like that when they don't, or you're going to cap it. Like you would cap it. You're not going to say, all right, guys, whoever likes this is going to do this. But once it hits 5,000, that's it. You're not going to. What if 10,000 hits? You're telling me you're going to put 10,000 out? Like it's an open-ended bet. You know what I mean? So I think Bet openly did it for him, which is whatever. But at the end of the day, that's got to count towards your units. It's got to count towards your units. At the end of the day, it's a bet you were willing to keep an open bet and go in. So if you have a max bet of 5 units,
I think you got to count it.
Of course you got to count it.
You're going out in public.
Of course you got to count it. Yeah, so apparently what happened was he did 40 units. It was a 40 unit, above 40 unit bet, and he only counted it as like a 6 unit loss.
Where did that come from?
That's what I mean. So I told the kid, I said, no, absolutely not. I was like,
maybe he had a 6 unit bet in his official page on it and didn't count the 41.
Doesn't matter. You still got to count the 41.
You should. I mean, if you're going to go out in the open on public and do it like that, you got to count it.
And it's also the same thing with a lot of these guys with the live bets. Like these guys will go in, they'll pick, here, let's go back here. They'll pick Max Hollow. They'll pick Justin Gaethje. And then what it'll do by the third round, they're like, oh, my God, he's using. So their official picks was Justin Gaethje. And then they'll start live betting Max Holloway. And then at the end of the night, they're like, well, because we hedged out with Max Holloway. No, it doesn't work like that. Like the way we do it is if I'm live betting things, I have a separate column for my live bets. You guys can curtail what you want. You could say, well, you did bet Gaethje, which I didn't. I bet Holloway. But if I were to leave
because that's required for everybody to be watching the fight while you're watching the fight.
Because your people aren't watching.
Yeah, and live bet while you live bet.
That's what I mean. So if like Mackenzie was working at night or whatever, and she went on our page and said, all right, well, these are Mike's bets. I'm going to put these in right now. Then she couldn't watch the fight. How the hell does she know about the live bets you're putting in?
Now you're dragging her into this.
You gambler. So anyway, guys, this is I'm going to be doing videos like this because it's getting like ridiculous with some of these things. With the like, I mean, come on. I mean, that's as misleading.
Everybody wants
as it
to pad
comes.
their stats, you know.
I don't. Listen, I still don't believe that a lot of people even. I mean, some of these units. You see these kids. They're like 16 years old. They got gaming headsets on.
Max units.
And they say they're betting 30 units a night.
Yeah. Well,
I'm like, come on, dude.
10 cents a unit.
10 or yeah, maybe. So anyway, that's
$1 a unit.
Yeah, we're gonna get into a lot of that though. I'm gonna start keeping my eyes peeled for shit like that because that stuff's not right. That's misleading the public. Like with us, I'll be totally transparent. We had a really good night. We went 10-3.
10-3 overall.
10-3.
Yeah, went up 2.5.
Oh, like 2.5 units. 2.5 units. Like I could have easily said 5 units on this, 10 units on that, 20 units on that. I don't do that because I give you guys what I play. I never go over a 3 unit bet. Once in a while, I did with Aljo.
3.
3 units. You'll never see me do a 4 or 5 because it's not real. Like it's not. I'm not going to do that with my people's money. So when I see these guys doing 10 units, one guy put I remember 10 units on who the fuck was it? Some debuting guy a couple weeks ago. I'm like 10 units.
Yeah.
Where's he putting fucking 10 units on this? So, guys, just don't be swayed. But if you guys want to check out obviously we got fights the following week. So if you guys want to check out the write-up early for the boxing, MadLabMMA.com. If you're looking to put 50 units in on wagers, don't come to us. That's not what we do.
Oh, you could do it on your own.
I mean, you could do it on your own, but if you're looking at my blueprint's very, realistic. It's not, I'm never going to put you into it. Even with some of our parlays, I'm doing like half unit parlays, 1 unit parlays. Units are like black belts. They're not created equal. So that's it for me.
Yeah. Hey, I meant to tell you this morning, I want to get a nice survey out to the list about the next Fight Club event.
Oh, right. Bro, did you hear about the couple fights that are
at the Apex?
No, well, just that were announced.
All right, a lot of fights announced. Yeah, so it's.
I think we should try to go to Newark. That's just my opinion.
That's gonna be tough to do. It's quick. It's in June.
June 20-something.
I think I need to wait till about August.
All right.
My late July, August.
So you want to do another Apex one?
I want to do an Apex one again. I know we want to switch up. Maybe one more Apex.
And then we'll do that.
Dude, it was
Apex was awesome.
Unless we rent a luxury box suite at an arena.
But that's the only way we would do it.
I mean, we're doing it's either we're going, but we're not doing a meetup. We're gonna meet up here and then all go up. No, if we're doing it big.
Newark sent me.
I'm not gonna go take a fucking weekend without making it VIP. I'm just not.
Newark sent me the updated thing yesterday.
The price list?
They went up, dude. It's amazing how they went up.
Because what is it McGregor?
Because of the Islam fight.
Oh, Islam
Yeah.
Poirier is in
It
Newark.
went up. Now for the single box, it's like 18,000.
Is it really?
Yeah, I was like,
I like to do the Apex one more time, and then we go do something different. That was just so sick.
Yeah,
I'd like to have dinner with Randy again.
Yeah,
Randy
well, yeah,
Couture was
yeah.
a tremendous guest. I think he wanted to hang all night.
Yeah, yeah,
I think
yeah,
he'll
yeah.
hang out all night with us. He was great. I want to go to Randy's gym too before dinner.
Yeah, that's what I
check
mean.
out his
Yeah,
gym.
yeah,
he
yeah,
wanted
yeah.
us to come by. We didn't have time. We got to see maybe Strickland training there, or Manel Kopp, or some other guys. Rosa trains there.
Yeah.
You know, I like to do it one more time over there before we go.
I just hope we don't get like we got lucky with that card. A couple weeks later, that fucking card, I would have been pissed, dude.
Yeah. We got lucky with the Nami Hunis Rebus. That was
Yeah,
good.
that was a good fight.
All right, cool. Let's get a survey out to the guys.
All right, good.
All right. See you next week.
Peace.